Good morning. So today we will continue with our metal practice and working, going back to our Bagua practice and moving into the Tai Chi 13. So bring back all those ideas that we've been working on throughout this metal season. So let's begin with our breath. So inhale, exhale, in and out, in and out. Okay. So we'll take our feet about hip width apart, pressing into the big toe, little toes heel. Shoulders are soft, relaxed, head floats up, chest relaxes, kidneys press back, tailbone curls under. Sink from the hips, knees, and ankles. Press into your feet. Feel that heat drop down into the feet. The muscles around the legs firming up. Then as you breathe in through the bottoms of the feet, through the legs, into the hips, into the belly, feel the upper body floating and rising. Let the arms billow out and come in front as you hold the golden chi ball. So the thumbs are about level with the navel and the fingers kind of scoop under like a bowl. Keep the arms and shoulders relaxed, but energized. Feeling the fingertips maybe pulsing a little bit or energized, but there's no tension. Tension leads to fatigue, so we want to keep the energy flowing without the fatigue building. So lifting the tongue to the roof of the mouth. As you inhale, drop the tongue. As you exhale, drawing the navel back, perineum up. So we continue with our long, slow, even breaths. So we've established that three-part breathing, breathing through the lower, middle, and upper. And then exhaling out of the upper, middle, and lower, lifting and drawing back. Feeling the breath circling through you. Adding in the 4-part breath. So as you exhale everything out, begin to inhale for 4 counts. Pause for 4. Let it expand. Exhale for 4. Pause for 4 as you feel the release. With your next exhale, pause, just let your arms float down. And then we'll clear. This time moving out to that rotation. On the inhale, roll the right shoulder back. Palms come up, rotate back to the front. And exhale as you reach towards the left. Continue with the breath, exhaling to the front as you finish this rotation. Inhale. Arms go all the way up as you come through the front. And exhale as your arms go out. Arms down. Last one. Then reversing, so inhales, we go to the left, reaching over the head, through the center, exhale, through the right, moving down, moving back through the center, inhales, we reach open to the left, all the way up, and then out, down. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Center. And clear. Center. Let's roll the shoulders back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake it out. And shake out the lower body. Everything's shaking. Waking up a little bit. Appreciating this very long stretch of beautiful weather we've had. Let's move into the weekend, get some rain that we've needed. So as the good people of Barbados say, you can't come back unless you leave, right? So it brings in that whole aspect of the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, the sun and the rain, the cold and the warmth. Come back into center and toss it out. I'm feeling a little tingling in the fingertips, legs. And inhale and exhale. So let's go through our 3 circles. Kind of open up through the spine. Then moving into our 5-element Qigong little set that we'll do, and then we'll get into spiraling, turning Qigong. Okay, so first circle, lower dantian. So we're going to inhale, shoulders back, exhale as we round, tuck under with the tailbone. Drop the chin, inhale, lift the chin, tailbone goes back. Exhale, round the back, tuck in. 3. We're going to do 9 of each one. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Arms come up a little higher, up just along the rib cage. 1, middle dantian. More. Last one. Then as you come in, reverse hands over the head to clear the upper dantian. 2. 5. And finish with the set. So we can continue with this idea of teacups, spinning teacups. So I like to use my rocks, and you can grab 2 of them or 2 small teacups. So the idea is that you don't want to spill a tea. So I'm just going to use my rocks, and I'm not going to grip the rocks. I'm going to try to keep them open. So we'll start one arm at a time. So let's start with the right. So the right hand comes across The fingertips circle into the body, the elbow goes out. Now you're going to keep that palm up as you roll the shoulder down and in, move the body. Okay, you do want to move that body, otherwise, you know, the shoulder doesn't quite move that way. And then you circle around, come back across the chest, come around through the waist, circle, shift to your left, over the head, back around, in, circle, palm up, cross, back, circle. See how it makes a figure eight, kind of? Always trying to keep the palm up, in, over, across, and back across. Good, let's switch arms. Okay, so now your left arm, fingertips come in, elbow goes out, arm goes up, over the head, kind of sway back, come across, through, over, cross, circle, out. So this, again, is just reinforcing that spinning, turning idea throughout the body. The feet have to be really rooted in to get that flow through the upper body. If the feet aren't secured and feeling really connected to the floor, this is a lot harder. Doesn't really happen so easily. Okay, so now, as we complete this one, we're going to do one more on this left side. And then moving the right side. So kind of like we do with our water move, you know, but a little more complicated. See if you can get that to come over. And if I think about it, I can't do it. Okay. So anyway, good. Yeah. So we'll put those down. All right. Okay, so come together with the feet. Turn out the toes, heels, toes, heels. All right, so we're a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And 5 element qigong. So the first element is the metal. So as we inhale, reaching forward, that's metal piercing, attack, kind of that energy. And as we exhale, we feel that sink, yielding, bending, wood. Okay? Then we go to embrace the fire to your right. So you're embracing fire. Then we embrace the water, and embracing. And then we come through the center and sink, enveloping water. So water envelops and pulls you in, and fire embraces and kind of lifts you up, right? That's the idea. So it's inhale, piercing, exhale, yielding. Inhale to the right, your right, embracing, and exhale. Inhale back into balance and sink. In, out, move to the right, in, split, out, and in, forward and back. Embrace, envelop, center, and set. In and out. Shift in and out. In and out. So to clarify, when we go side to side, we gather the ball, then we split. And then you come back to center, okay? So it's just gathering, inhale, splitting, exhale, center, and set. So forward and back. Gather, split, center, and set. We'll do one more, in and out. Gather, set, up, and set. Good. So we'll step in and clear. All right, spinning, turning, qigong. On the inhale, so we're doing the same, just a little different expression with the clearing or the gathering in the heavens. So we're sinking down, inhale to your right, and exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. So we're using that deep knee bend. Exhale, down, last one, in and out. So now inhale, step out with the left foot and set. Turn out left foot. So shift to your left, turn out right foot. So I'm going to mirror you, okay? So from here, sink, shift to your left, turn out right foot, shift to the right, step forward. Okay, millstone, we're going to sink. And we'll shift first to the front. Inhale, circle, exhale, push from your left foot is to circle. You let your upper body and your arms just release. Keeping the shoulders and your hips stacked, so you don't want your shoulders moving away from your hips. Last one. Good, so we're going to step back, turn in that right foot, sink, shift to the right, turn out left foot, shift to the left and step forward with the right and sink. So the knees, one knee is going up 45 degrees and this knee is going straight ahead. So shifting forward to the front foot, you're going to push out and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And then we come back to that back leg, step back with the front leg, turn in the left foot, and we'll clear and set. Okay. So swinging the sleeves in the wind, okay? So we're coming up 1, palms are up, 2, okay? So you're gonna look behind you. Now, strike the body, so you're striking kidney, lung 1 and 2, and kidney area in the back, 1, 2, okay? Palms up, strike, strike. Palms up, strike, strike. Palms up, palms up, strike, strike, palms up, strike, strike. With each one, you are striking lung 1 and 2 with each turn, just depending on the pinky side or the thumb side. Pinky side, thumb side. Pinky. Again, the knees got to be soft and stable. Everything is just moving from the waist. Lower body stays forward. Last one. Good. Inhale and exhale. Set. Let's do a couple more times. In. Follow with the eyes out. Put it down, pull it down, pull it down. In. And then palms together, come center. Okay, so we're going to go through just the footwork for this next set. I'm going to turn, step across, and actually leave your foot, okay? Then step back. So turn, step, back, turn, okay? So notice a little shift of the feet, step. So you do want to see the foot that stays. So your left leg is going to stay here and you're going to cross it and you should be on the other side. So if we had 4 lines going through, you have your 2 lines about shoulder width apart, and then you have 2 lines about a foot from those 2 lines. So you have 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? So as I turn, I'm going to step over to the line here, but rotate the hip open. Lift that heel, that all comes simultaneously and into the twist. Okay, so then I come back, step on both inside lines, then the heel stays on the inside line as I turn the toe out. And I'm going to step across to the outside line and rotate that foot in towards the center. It's rotating out, the hips are out, okay, but the toe goes that way. Back, 2, 3. So let's just kind of, it's a rocking sensation that I want you to kind of feel how this rocks from side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and step. 1, 2, 3. Let's do the arms. Okay. So it's the leg that steps forward is the arm that rises. Come back. 2, 3, 4. Step. So when I come through, I just kind of do a quick clearing. Kind of naturally will happen. And 1, 2, 3, 4, step. Now this one we're going to hold 2, 3, 4, step across and sink. So I'm going to really tighten through the quad and pull your right knee underneath your left. Push into the ball of your foot. Your weight is even between the ball of your back foot and the front foot. And then turn that light bulb, kind of rotate. My fingers are opening and spiraling upward. And this hand is kind of rotating and open. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out. Spine is nice and long. Breathe in. hips are even. Try not to lift that front hip, keeping that front hip drawing down, back hip drawing forward. Keep the sacrum down, protecting the back, the gaze is up. Now switch back, inhale, 2, 3, 4, shift the right arm, right leg, and then you set, bring that right hip back, left hip forward, rise up with the right hand, left hand makes that little rotation so the palm is out, the chest lifts up, balanced in the feet, your weight is balanced between the ball of the back foot and the front foot. Right hip drops, even with the left hip, so the hips are level, tailbone is under, the spine is vertical, the eyes gaze up. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Good, coming back out and set. So let's do a little 360 or 180 degree turn. And so move to one side of your space. Going to, so if you go moving to the left side. So I'm going to turn out. So when I practice opening, and so notice if my legs are locked and straight, this has a less of an ability to open. So if I sink first, shift second, rotate open third, and go into that plie, right? And then I come into the foot that's pointing back, step around, and going back into ba stance. So toes are pointing in, heels are going out. And then I shift back to this side, rotate the foot, drop, shift, and circle back. Okay, so I'm going to try to remember to call out the correct side. Okay, so shift to the left. Knees are in, sink. Empty that right foot and turn it to the back wall. It's like at a 45-degree angle. Then I shift to that back foot. Make sure I'm stable on that. I'm going to take the left leg all the way around and go into ba. Sink. Shift to the right, spin your left foot back around. So now you're facing the screen, shift to that foot and step over with the right. We came back to where we started. So we're going to try that a couple of times. So shift to your right, turn out, open. Then we shift to the left, step around with the right. Shift to your left, spin out your right, shift to the right, step around with the left. Shift to the left, spin out the right. Shift to the right, ba with the left. Shift back to the right, turn out the left, shift to the left, step and ba with the right, back to where we came. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I take 2 steps to the left and then 2 steps back to the right. So now go to the left, spin out the right, shift to the right, step around with the left. Shift to the right, turn out the left, shift to the left, step around with the right. Shift to the right, turn out the left, shift to the left, step around with the right. Shift to the left, turn out the right, shift to the right, step around with the left. So now I'm in this side. Shift to the left, turn out the right, shift to the right, step around to the left. Now I'm in the center. I'm going to keep going to the right side. Shift to the right, or to the left side, sorry, your right side. Anyway, that way. No. Sorry, right side. It's really hard to do this backwards. And step. You got it? So it's like you're staying along the same line. You're just moving from one side to the other side. You have your broomstick. Do a little dance. Now, put that in front of you. Step to the right side. This is going to be our measurement. So with that broomstick is in front of my toes. Okay, when I get to the other side, it's going to be in front of my toes and the same distance. Okay. So standing in ba on the right side. Shift to the right, release the left, turn it back. Shift to that left, step around with the right. Shift to the left, turn the right, shift to the right, step around and ba to the left. See how now I'm in that other side. Shift back to the left, turn out with the right, shift back to the right, step in with the left. Shift back to the right, turn out the left, shift to the left, step around with the right. And now I'm here where I started. Okay, so it's all in the ability to rotate and open the hips. The more you sink, the better you'll get. The more that rotation. So it is 180 degrees. Notice that this foot that I'm going the 180 degree turn with is turned to 45 degrees that corner. Then as I shift and I release it, I'm 45 degrees to the opposite corner, or I'm that 180 degree line corner to corner. So I'm making an X, right? Any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask. So if I'm being clear, we can move on. So, okay, very good. Okay, so let's take back our broomstick then. I've got my walking stick, eagle walking stick. I had to muscle this out of my son's hand. He wanted to take it back with him. I said, no, it's mine. So I've got my little eagle head walking stick here. So let's start with the stick in front of you. Make sure that there's enough room in front of you that you can do the circle of walking or circle stepping, okay? So we start with, we're gonna go to your right. So we'll turn out the right foot. Then we step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Step in and close it. So that 8th one is a little tricky. You're kind of stepping in and, toes forward, and then you close the circle. So that's the trick to that. Okay, so we'll go around the other side. So we'll turn out the left foot. So your open stance, closed stance, open stance, closed stance, open stance, closed stance, open stance, closed stance. So kind of rotate the heel, then bring the feet together. So there's a little adjustment that we have to make to get back to that same point. Okay, so we'll practice going the other way. We'll go around the right side a couple of times, and then we'll reverse going to the left a couple of times. So turn out the right. So we open stance, close stance. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Kick back that heel. Toes face the front. We'll do that again. Turn out the right foot. Open stance. So as you step, let me just make sure that we know that you don't take the weight forward when you step, right? So I step, I'm still on that back leg. Then I take it forward, back, forward. So I keep my weight on the back leg until my foot pulls my weight forward. Does that make sense? Okay. So if it doesn't, you're going to chime in. Let's go 2 rounds the other way. Okay, so turn out the left foot. So open stance, close, open, close. Knees stay touching. And then back to center. Okay, we'll do that again. So your right hand is on the broomstick. Left toe turns out. Right foot step open. Left close. Right open. Left closes. Right opens. Left closes. Right opens. Left closes. Shift that left heel to bring the right foot in. Okay, so you can put the stick away, but remember where that stick was, okay? So we're gonna walk around the circle using the lion position, the lion combat stance. So just to review, lion is rolling foot. It's the rolling step from heel to toe. So you roll through from the heel, through the ball of the foot to the toe. So we're going to sink, and we'll just do a hold for this first. Shift your weight to your right and step out with the heel and then roll through the toe, but you're not shifting weight. So make sure you stay weighted on that back leg, roll through your toe and hold the stance. Okay? So if I'm going to start with the right leg back, rolling the left foot, the arms are going to the left. Okay, so left hand palm faces my face, right hand over top, hold the ball. Okay, so you're sinking here. This leg, left leg, knee is straight, gripping the toes, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That right thigh, quad, hip is burning. 2 and 1. Good. Other side. Okay, first the leg. Actually, let's do the arms and then shift weight to the left. Roll through the foot, but don't transfer weight. Keep the weight on that left leg and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Inhale and exhale. So let's give it a try. Turn out the right foot. So this hand, your left hand is going to stay in the middle with the palm facing your face, looking straight at your palm. And knees together, we're going to roll through from heel, ball of the foot to the toes, then shift, close, shift, close, get it going and kind of kick, and then back to center. So there's this walking almost, it's almost like, remember how we did the monkey kicks like that? The monkey does this. Oh, wait a second. So monkeys like kicking out. You're not kicking the back of your foot, but you are kind of, it's that little setting back, it creates wind the faster you go. it's actually easier to go a little faster than it is to try to do it slow. So we'll try it again. Let's go through one more time in this direction. Okay, so I'm going to set the position, the weight's on the right leg. 1, roll it, roll it, roll it. So there's a lot to think about. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Change arms. Turn out the left foot. Left arm goes up. Kick out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Inhale and exhale. Other side. Turn it out. Set the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And inhale, back to center. Turn out the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. It's kind of fun. So you can practice that. What I find is the more I get it, so if I'm here too, then all of a sudden as I do that little flipping, that the circle gets bigger. So before, when I'm just kind of stepping through it, those circles stay small. But as I really get the wind going, it's like, oh, wait a second, I need to make my circle a little bit bigger. So just think about that. All right. So let's do one more. We'll do the snake, because it's kind of fun. So feet together. We'll begin, right foot turns out. Left palm is down. All fingers are together, spitting snake. So it's like you can think of the middle finger as being the little tongue that spits out. So this is all level, shoulder, elbow, wrist, shoulder, elbow, wrist. And this is pulled in. Okay. So I step out, slide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch arms. 1, 2, 3, slide, 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 and set. We'll do it 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's a whole changing series we'll go into maybe next week. Other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. In and out. Good. So I think I have a few minutes left. Yeah, to do the Tai Chi 13. So, yeah, if you find any material, I don't know, if you can make like a 6-foot circle with something, actually, that sticky rug, that stuff that you put under throw rugs, you can get in various sizes. I think it's pretty cheap. You could like make a circle out of that. I don't know, but it's helpful, especially with this whole, the little Tai Chi 13. I was practicing this the other day and I totally stayed in the circle through the whole thing. So it was really, it does work. It's, and it also helps you to have that place in space, So we're doing that. It's, the north and south, the east and the west, and how we move through the whole thing that way. All right, so let's begin. We'll clear and set Let's do 2 more. Pulling on the head is just clearing everything out. Moving on to the next idea, last one. And set. So we'll turn out the toes and heels. We're shoulder width apart. Let's see. We'll go to your right first. So shift to the left. Turn out right toe. Shift to the right, gather the ball, step in, dot the I. Sink. So you're looking over your left shoulder. C-step. Make sure you have that channel, because if you don't have the channel, it's going to throw us off a little bit. Okay, so if we don't have the channel, make sure
407-680.
we have the that space. Okay, so we inhale, we're going to ward off. Okay, make sure you're not stretching way out here, that you're right over the, you know, in your box. Then palms face each other and you flow back. Flow back. Good. And then wrist touch and you press. That's hidden force. Reach for the branch, pull it down and sink. Then release out. Remember not to come out of your box. And then we're going to go over the mountain, turn the toe in. So remember that 180-degree rotation, but we're going in with it instead of out with it. So when you go in with the foot, then push the heel out. Then come back, hold the ball, dig the leg. Your fingers pull up, step out, facing that back wall. Make sure you have the channel, so step out a little bit and then sink. So now repeating the same thing to the back of the room. So step in, hold the ball on your left side, C-step out, ward off, roll back. Wrist touch, press, pull, release. Then over the mountain, turn that back toe in, heel out, dig the leg, bird's tail out of the hand, then thunder strikes. Okay, now notice where I am in this on the circle. Now I'm going to go that way. So I'm going to bring the back leg in, hold the ball. C-step to the right, or point looking at the right wall, and you ward off. Roll back. Water presses. Wood bends. Fire ignites. Over the mountain, you turn the rotate that toe in, push the heel out. Then I'm going to dig the leg, strike, and sink. Okay, so I got that channel. My left leg is in front, left arm is in front, right hand holds the little bird's tail. So now step back, hold the ball, C-step, ward off, 1, roll back. Did you get mixed up? A little bit? Okay.
It's just hard to see you from the back, that's all.
Okay. Yeah. So when you go in the, when we're moving from north to south, let's just say we start off facing north. Doesn't matter whether you are or not, just in your head, start off facing north, and we go through the whole first 5 elements. Okay, so I'm facing north. I'm going to turn out the right foot, step out with the left foot. Make sure I got that C-step. Make sure that the feet are, you know, have that little trench here. And we'll just do everything on the left side. Okay, so flowing forward, flowing back, press. Here's where I think is messing you up. It's where you are directed. No, no, come back, come back, come back. This is what's messing you up. It messed me up for a long time when I was trying to learn this. When we do this whole piece, there's no turning at the hips here. It's forward, back, forward, back. I know the tendency is to want to go over, but that'll mess you up because no longer are we doing the cardinal direction. Okay, so we're adding in. Okay, so it's forward, back, turn at the waist, forward, back, forward, now, no, forward, right to me. So you're still angled over here. Come back right to center. There, up, right there. So I should be pictured between your hands, right in the center of your hands. Okay. Now, as I go, I'm going to be facing directly back. So you know this, the first 5 moves you've got down. Okay, so the transition, okay, so you're going to push your heel back. Then I'm going to shift to that back foot, release the left foot, or your right foot. And now you're going to sink, or you're holding the bird's tail, sorry, dig the leg, hold the bird's tail. Then step forward with that right foot and strike with the right hand. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing. Don't worry about it. You're going to do the same thing on that right side. So step in, hold the ball, see, step out, ward off. Okay, right hand's on top. Roll back, push, pull, release. Now over the mountain, turn the foot with you, push out the heel, step back as you dig the leg, bird's tail, and strike. Okay, so I moved a little bit over, but here I am, back in this position. Facing, now you should be facing me, because you did a 180-degree turn. Okay, so if we do it side to side, let's do one more, this and this way. Okay, so stay facing your kitchen, stove top. Sink, shift out. So I'm going to be calling it out on the same side as I am, so try not to mess anybody up. Okay, so shift to your right, turn out your left, shift to the left, dot with your right, hold the ball. See, step, right leg. Forward, right arm rises, ward off. Fall back. Press, pull, release the fire. Now rotate that right foot in, heel out, step back, dig the leg, pull the bird's tail out, and then C-step and strike, okay? Now I'm facing the left wall. Now C-step in, C-step out, ward off, roll back, press, pull, push, over the mountain, turn the left foot in, left heel out, dig the trench, kick out, step out, bird's tail. Okay. Then you bring the back foot in. So the bird's tail side is coming in. Hold the ball, look over the left shoulder. C-step out, ward off. Then roll back, press, pull, release, okay? Now that left foot turns in, heel out, scoop, bird's tail, step in with the foot all at the same time, then strike, set. We're back at the beginning. And, or actually we're not at the beginning, but now we would repeat this, but I think I've confused you enough. But let's clear and out. So if you practice this on your own, what you want to do, you know those 5 core moves. It's heaven, earth, water, wood, fire. That doesn't change. Each position, you're doing the same thing. All you have to do now is get yourself facing each direction. So you start facing north with the first one. Then you do the opposite side when you're facing south. So if I start, my right foot's leading, okay? Since I'm not mirroring you anymore, but my right foot is leading, I should say, okay, left foot is, whatever side you start with, okay, so just for your convenience, right leg, C steps out, okay? And that's the ward off, roll back, press, pull, release, over. I'm gonna go now directly behind me, back in, pull tail, strike, and set. So I moved a little bit, you know, in terms of my position. I'm on the other side. Then I do the same thing. Just make sure you're facing the opposite direction. Finish all that, right? And then it brings you back to center. But then you're going to bring in the same foot. So that's how you get to the other side. We'll go over that next time. All right. But if you can, just keep practicing doing the north to south. Very good. Bye.